इतना सा फर्क है एक बार सोच के छोड़ देने में और लग के कर दिखाने में। मान लेने में कि जिंदगी ऐसे ही कटेगी और सुबह 4 बजे उठ के सोचने में ये अभी तो बस शुरुआत है। किसी मैगजीन को हाथ में लेने में और उसी मैगजीन के कवर पेज पे होने में इतना सा ही तो फर्क है। वीआईपी सीट में और उसकी पिछली सीट में इतना सा ही तो फर्क है। वो जिसका मैदान ही खुला आसमान है, वही कल जमीन पर तो था। पूछोगे तो बताएगा वो पंछी। ये एक दायरे में सिमटने में और पूरी दुनिया को दायरा बनाने में बस इतना सा फर्क है। इतना कितना है? इतना है या इतना है? जो नापेगा वो जाने कि जहां धरती और आसमान मिलते हैं, नानपुर से दूर, अगर मगर शायद से दूर, वहां भी दोनों में फर्क बस इतना सा है। धरती और 7वें आसमान में फर्क बस इतना सा है। ये एक अंतर प्रेरणा है। ये हमारी, आपकी, हम सब की अंतर प्रेरणा है। एक कदम, एक छलांग, एक बाजी, एक गहरी सांस और एक ललकार खुली हवाओं में कि हाँ, मैं बना हूं उन फिजाओं के लिए, कि हाँ, मैं बना हूं उन ऊंचाइयों के लिए जो ऊंची तो बहुत है पर नामुमकिन भी नहीं, क्योंकि मुमकिन और नामुमकिन में बस इतना सा फर्क है। धूप छांव में फर्क बस इतना सा है। तो बस चलिए फ्रेंचाइज इंडिया के साथ ये फर्क मिटा देते हैं। फ्रेंचाइज इंडिया, 20 years of ideas.
Good afternoon, friends, and welcome. Welcome to Franchise India. I'm Gaurav, Marya, Chairman of Franchise India. So this is a special Saturday webinar where we want to talk about how you can start your own business and successfully run that. This is a series which we have started called Successpreneur, and this is designed to really help new business owners who want to really start a new business, how we can help them, guide them, and also give them a little suggestions in terms of how they should choose the right business. So friend, this is going to be about 25 odd minute webinar. We're going to be talking about how you select the right business opportunity, and especially if you're selecting a franchise, how we can at Franchise India help you in doing that. So friends, just to give you a little background about Franchise India, Franchise India was started in 1999. It was India's first start your own business platform. There was no platform before Franchise India where you can go and select the right opportunity. And even now, after 24 years of successful journey of Franchise India, we still don't have any other platform outside Franchise India which helps people to start a business. And we have over the years helped millions and millions of entrepreneurs, people who wanted to really start a business, come to Franchise India, choose a different opportunities. There are so many industries, so many different opportunities available with Franchise India. But it's very difficult sometimes for people to take a decision. Franchise India currently enjoys a database of over 10 million entrepreneurs who have come to our platforms, our exhibitions, our digital platforms, our magazines, our consulting. Even today, as we speak, many cities in India is having a franchise show going on. A lot of people are attending these shows. It can be a small city in Maharashtra where Sholapur we are having a show, or even a bigger city like Pune is having a show. So multiple shows happen, and we get a lot of people who come to our shows, but a lot of people don't really make a decision to buy a business. And the reason behind is they are confused, they are not having clarity if they want to do it, or they see a lot of risk in starting a business. There is obviously a risk in business, but if you research well and you train yourself well, you will be able to reduce that risk. So this webinar is essentially about really putting up some questions or putting the process, how you should really select the right opportunity for yourself. So now a lot of people have already joined. So let me start with the first question. What brings you to this webinar? If you are somebody who's looking to start a business, do you have a timeline in mind? So if you are anybody who's looking in starting a new business in next 60 to 90 days, use the Q&A box and give me an answer. Are you looking to start a business which is in 60 to 90 days? And if you have any other date, which means that you are looking in 6 months or 1 year, then you can write that also. Sometimes people are looking at an immediate opportunity. They want to really start right now because they've been looking at the business opportunity. Use the Q&A box, introduce yourself, and tell me if you are looking to start a business in next 60 to 90 days. There is a Q&A box at the bottom. which you can click and even ask any questions also. So welcome, Jaspreet. Jaspreet is 90 days. I ask this question to a lot of times to the audience which come on webinar, and normally I will get very few people answering this. This is really the issue, because a lot of people want to explore, but they have no definite date in their mind when they want to start. So Dr. Madhu, sorry for spelling it wrong. Dr. Madhu is also looking at 60 days. So great. So friends, let's get started. And in this period of next 20 odd minutes, you can ask as many questions you want to do that. So the first very important is, when you want to really start a business and you want to make it a successful journey, you need to really define success. What does it really mean to have a successful business? Now, successful business is just not about ROI. Rather, return on investment is a very, very small part of really the successful journey. There are many other things which are very important when you are choosing a business. And rather, I think a lot of people who come to Franchise India, the first question they ask is, what is an ROI I'm going to get on that? And this, I tell you, successful entrepreneurs, while they have focus on return on investment, but there are many other things which are very important for them, like how you build the value in business. Because anything which you want to put time and energy into that, it should really create value. And today we see a lot of companies which are not so profitable, but they're also becoming very valuable. Look at Paytm. Paytm has been a historic valuation, but it's not very profitable at this moment. But the growth of that opportunity or the business model over the years looks extremely promising. So that's something which is very, very important, that what is the growth the business is going to see over the next 4, 5, 6 years, and how you're going to build the value. And we're going to talk about value in a little more detail also. But very important, other thing which is very important is that when you're starting a business, you have some life goals attached with that business, which means that there are some important events which are going to come in over the next few years of your life. Is this business which you're doing going to fulfill that? Is the business which you're doing is going to also fulfill your social positioning in the society? That's also very important. So your personal, financial, and social goals, unless and until they all come in and they be part of your larger life goal, and then the business really suits that, then only it can be called a successful business. So it's just not about return on investment. Never chase just a return on investment. Chase a larger purpose. What purpose your business is going to solve, how promising that purpose looks like over the years, how you see the growth of this business over the years. Are you going to enjoy the same level of excitement which you have today over next 5, 6 years with this business? And eventually, is the business going to build value? Once you have really stepped back and really thought through that, what is your life goal, and you thought that what business can suit in, then you suddenly journey starts toward entrepreneurship. Like somebody said, 60 days, like Dr. Madhu said, 60 days. Now, 60 days is a good time. It's a good time where you can really train yourself, prepare yourself, and be ready for your entrepreneurial journey. The first thing you need to do is set your mindset. Mindset is very, very important. What is the mindset? Are you really disciplined? Are you accountable? Are you trainable? And also, you can encourage yourself every single day on an entrepreneurial journey. I call the DATE, D-A-T-E. D stands to be disciplined. You need to be extremely disciplined on your entrepreneurial journey. A stands for accountability. You need to set yourself accountable. T stands for train yourself as an entrepreneur, especially people who are doing the business first time. They need to train themselves hard on entrepreneurial journey. Even if you're taking a franchise, you have to tell the franchisor that I need to spend maybe 15, 20 days understanding the business in depth before I even sign off the document. Because there is a lot of effort required in terms of understanding how to run and operate a business. Sometimes from your outsider, everything looks good, but when you get inside the business, it is sometimes very tough and overwhelming for people who have not done business in the past. Even if you've done business, maybe you're choosing a new industry, which needs a lot of time. One of my dear friends, he's a serial entrepreneur, and he was starting a healthcare business and direct-to-home healthcare business, which is providing nursing at home. He actually went to US to do a 6-month course for being a nurse. And he's a qualified IT professional, big technology guy. And he went and did a course for 6 months on nursing in US, because that's the best practices you can understand. And you can only train and build this business when you are trained yourself. So that is a kind of commitment entrepreneurs show when they're running the business model. I also know a couple who started an F&B business, a particularly beverage business, which comes from Asia. They actually stayed in Taiwan for 6 months to train themselves on that business. And then they started that business. You can never go wrong if you're training yourself. And finally, the E is very important because nobody else is going to encourage you. You want to be encouraging yourself, especially in the early days of business. Early days of business is not exciting. It is very challenging. A lot of things are happening wrong. You need to train yourself. You need to encourage yourself. Then only you would do that. So always remember, the day your mindset is ready with the date, D stands for discipline, A stands for accountability, T stands for train yourself, and E is encouraging yourself. That journey is now on your entrepreneurial journey from their moment itself. Now let's get into some of the points which are very important. How do you really choose the right opportunity? This is one of the areas which becomes extremely difficult. When people come to our shows, they see so many opportunities, so many industries. Today we have 200 across main industries and sub-industries. Say when you get into F&B. F&B, you can do from a small QSR to a microbrewery. How do you really place yourself? How do you choose the right opportunity? How do you choose what industry would be right in that? So we call it the 4 dots to be connected. First dot is the industry itself. Why are you choosing that industry over any other industry possibly? And that's very, very important. And you need to do a lot of research on the industry. Typically, when anybody hires Franchise India consultants or coaches, we will choose minimum 4 industries for them, looking at their own skill set, their own strategic capabilities, their experience. Depending on all that, we choose minimum 4 industries for them. Once the industries are chosen, now the difficult part is to really choose the brand in that industry, which brand you want to really take on this and that. So now, if you've chosen 4 industries, we will also then give you about 10 odd brands as a portfolio to really start working on that. As a consultant, we will really go into depth of 10 different brands, multiple calls, multiple presentations, but in that thing. And every time you do a new brand and discuss with them, you become more intelligent. And not only when you've chosen one particular brand in industry, we also understand the competitive brands. Which are the competitive brands and why are we choosing this brand over other brands available? This exercise is a minimum 1 month exercise. It needs about 30 days consistently. And I rather people come to me, I tell them, put a new notebook and we have to finish this notebook in 1 month. We will make notes on every single opportunity, compare them and why this was better and this was not better. And it's just not about return on investment. Again, it is about the support you get from the brand. It gets a lot of other things which needs to come in, how their business has performed in past, how their regular franchisees are performing. A lot of these questions are very, very critical. Even the contract, what you want to get into, has to be debated at multiple levels before we will finalize and get into the business. So first choose the industry, say we chose 4, and then we get on to 10 different brands. And then we start getting into the further model is really, it is going to be fulfilling your, remember what we did, your financial goals. How do we bring projections? We start writing business and financial plan. That's very, very important. You need to draw your plan. While you can choose any opportunity, but every opportunity and every location is unique. So unless and until we draw a specific plan for a specific market, it doesn't work. Say you chose an electric vehicle, then we need to understand what is an opportunity of this electric vehicle dealership in my region, how it is going to grow, how it is going to perform, what is the financial performance that needs to be done. Everybody knows that electric vehicle is strong, but we also know it has gestation. We also know there is a lot of competition. Everybody is coming. Today I saw the newspaper, Hero announced a mega program of coming in the electric vehicle. They are the largest two-wheeler company. If they come in, they already have distribution. How would you compete with them? So a lot of these important questions have to be answered. And sometimes if you're just doing a discussion in isolation with one particular brand, they would never tell you the other story. So you need to do a lot of research. And that's why Franchise India really comes on advantage, because we tell you the other story. We tell you the other story, what you don't know. And that's why a lot of people prefer buying franchise business through Franchise India, because they get choices, they get a lot of research and understanding. And the final point is micro market research. Once you have decided that you have to start this business, this brand, and you have understood everything, then which market we need to really start from, which location we need to really start from, that's very, very important. So connect 4 dots. First is the industry, second is the brand, third is your business plan and financial plan, and finally is a micro market analysis to choose the right location where you park this business. So once you have done this, that's where the business really is secure. Then you have to make a lot of other things which you need to do that. It means that how your investment is going to go. what is the kind of capex you need to invest, and what is the kind of working capital you would require. And another thing which I will warn everybody, I've seen businesses going down just because of underestimating the value which is required in working capital. Working capital is the backbone of business. Capex, everybody defines. Everybody knows how it takes to start the business. Normally, I would say people never go wrong on this, but they go wrong on working capital. They overestimate the performance of business, especially for the first 2-3 quarters. And if you overestimate that and you're not able to do it, you can go wrong. A business is shut just because they are undercapitalized. 70% or more businesses which go down are not because of the opportunity, not because the entrepreneurs are not working hard. It was purely because they didn't have working capital to support the business. They were never had enough money to market it. They never had enough money to support the business. They had never had enough money to have the right inventory base. And that's why the business starts going down. So whenever you're choosing a business, divide your entire capital deployment into 60-40 rule. 60% should go into your capex and 40% should be your opex. So always remember this 60-40 rule whenever you're doing a business. So if you have 30 lakh rupees, you clearly know that I need to deploy 60% of that money into my investment to start the business, which is your capex, and balance 40% would stay with your opex, which means that you have enough money. And I see people doing wrong, absolutely wrong equation. They would do 95-5, which means 95% money gone into just starting the business, and they have left with 5% and sometimes nothing really to start the business. So they're pretty much broke from the time they're really starting off. So that's extremely important. Now let's understand the stages of business. When you are starting off and say you chose a business, never go overboard in the first quarter. First quarter is your incubation quarter, which means that you are incubating the business, you are taking business off the ground, you're bringing it up. And that is a time you need to be extremely conservative in anything. Don't do even the grand launch. You don't have to do it because nobody is actually looking at it. You might have to really put all your energies to really set that business. It takes 3 to 4 months before the business is in your control. From that, you go into the second part, which is what I call a little bit of sustenance, which means that business is running by itself. It's gone to stability stage. Stability stage would mean that it has now have cash flow coming in, so you don't have to burn. So your cash flows are matching your expenses, your cash break even. And at that stage, when you have done that, which means maybe 6 months you are in business, that stage you get into a third stage, which is your growth stage. Now, growth stage is where you really enjoy growing the business. You want to get more sales on board. You need to improve your margins, and you need to build a bigger business on that. Once you have done that and you are stable and your team is stable, and now you have what I call build the value, which means the business is now gone into sustenance. No business goes into what I call auto mode. So a lot of people use this word, my business is in auto mode. There is no business which is auto mode. Every business needs attention. Every business needs reviews. But yes, if you build your team, your core team is right, and the processes and the process owners are there, then the business is very stable. Another mistake people do. Yesterday, I had a young guy who came and runs a pizzeria in Bombay, and he showed me numbers, and he was very good to share everything what he was doing. And I said, what is your plan? And he said, look, I want to now start another restaurant. I said, why you want another restaurant? You have already had a successful one. Why would you not duplicate that? And this is a mistake a lot of entrepreneurs do. They become more creative and they start really looking at other businesses, right? And sometimes look at new industries. While there's nothing wrong in that, but what I feel, I'm a big believer of reproducing success, which means that you've done something successful. Now, why would you not duplicate this? I know a lot of entrepreneurs in the US who started one franchise and they build multiple franchisees for the same brand. Some people own 100 Subways. Some people own 100 7-Elevens. They own 100 Burger Kings. That's the story which you need to do. You can become a serial entrepreneur and continue to build those businesses because you've championed that. This is one of the areas which I'm educating a lot of people who come to us at Franchise India and say, build one business successful and then just start multiplying, and then you will be able to take that to a next level. So friends, I'm coming down to my last part. So if you have any questions, please go out and use the Q&A box. Let me ask one question. What industry you are looking to start your own business? Give me an industry name. I might be able to give you some examples in that. And or any industry which comes to your mind you want to explore, and I can give you some feedback on that. Use the Q&A box and give me what industry you are looking at it. Now, very important is how does Franchise India help you? Franchise India help you with multiple areas. One, obviously selecting the right opportunity. That's very, very important. What opportunity you should select. Second, to really do a lot of evaluation on that opportunity for you, even writing a business plan and a financial plan. And third, which is very important, is to do the right negotiation for you, that you are able to do a right contract with everything, not only just contract with the franchise company. And also further, we also give you a lot of advice that should you buy only a unit franchise, or you're looking for an area franchise, or are looking at even a master franchise. There are a lot of opportunities for you in area, unit franchise, or area franchise, or a master. Today, we are marketing a lot of good companies, great companies in the area and master franchise. Area and master franchise are long-term business models where you build your region and you make money not only by sales of your own store or own location, but you also make money on every single sub-franchise which come under you. So we're doing a fantastic opportunities, and there are some global brands, there are some regional brands. We're looking from all across sectors, direct to home businesses like healthcare, beauty. We have some area franchise opportunities. We also have some area franchise opportunities in electric vehicles. We also have a lot of area franchise opportunities in service businesses or food businesses. So all that is available. Like somebody said, keen on food. So we have a lot of area franchise opportunities in pizza or dark kitchens, and a lot of other opportunities are available, which we can obviously help you. And when you come to us, we also understand the 8 fits, which are very important. So every single investor is unique who's looking to buy a business, and we understand their uniqueness. The first 4 primary fits which we really work on are called strategic fit, financial fit, operational fit, and marketing fit. I'll again repeat, the 4 primary fits which we will evaluate every single investor is strategic fit, financial fit, operational fit, and finally the marketing fit. So this is our 4 fits which we do that. But we also see other 4 fits which are softer side of entire thing, which is how mature that investor is. Sometimes they're young people who want to really start. They're very impulsive. They need to be dealt very differently. So what kind of maturity level you have, what kind of objectivity you have, which means that you are clear about the opportunity, why you want to invest into that opportunity. Experience, it's very, very important. And finally, the creativity. Like sometimes some businesses need a lot of creativity, which is very important principle of that business. So about this 8 fits, 4 primary and 4 secondary fits, we will really go out and diagnose that what opportunity and a brand would fit you. So somebody was interested in, Dr. Madhu is interested in distribution of electric vehicles, batteries. So we have a very good opportunity called Bounce, tremendous opportunity, and a very, very well-funded company. Dr. Madhu, if you can share which location, so I can tell you which location is open or no. Mr. John, if you want to really have any opportunity in food, we have hundreds and hundreds of opportunity in food available. So friends, this was today's webinar. I wanted to do a 25-minute discussion. So I have a colleague, Kanika, with me on this call. She will put up our business hotline number. This business hotline number is available 24 hours. You can just send a WhatsApp, and we will link a coach or a consultant for you who can advise you what business you should really start. So Kanika, if you can put the business hotline number, or I can also put that 97176838838. So friend, this is a business hotline number 97176838838. Just send a small WhatsApp on this that you are interested to explore how you can really start your business. We will put up immediately senior consultant in your city, most likely, to work with you and help you choose the right business. Dr. Madhu, we have a great opportunity for Pune. Pune is probably the #1 city in India when it comes to electric vehicles, especially two-wheelers, because it has one of the largest two-wheeler penetration. And we have a very interesting model on Bounce, where we're doing battery swap also. So please reach out to our business hotline number. We will make sure that our Pune office, we are based out of World Trade Center in Pune, Kharadi. Franchise India has offices all over India, 94 cities today we cover. So we'll make sure that somebody reaches out to you immediately and start working with you. So thank you very much, friends, for really taking your time out. I hope I was able to value add into your journey of entrepreneurship. So if you're starting, always research enough. Research is the only thing which can save your money for not making a right decision to start a business. So research enough before you invest. That's the rule Franchise India tells every single investor. So thank you very much. Thanks for your time today. Enjoy your day. Thank you.